Children, we all have a name. We are identifying by the basis of our name. Similar to this, organic compounds also having name. The naming of organic compounds is known as nomenclature. How to name organic compounds? So, in order to identify a compound clearly, we need a systematic method of naming. The systematic method of naming developed and it is known as IUPAC or IUPAC, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is a system of nomenclature. IUPAC gives the name for all compounds in the chemistry. So the names are correlated with its structure. So from the structure we can deduce the name. There are two types of name. One is common name, that is commonly collectively it will be known by that name, and our IUPAC name. Some of the compounds having the common name is given in the table. For CH4 it is methane, and you can see there are several names for different types of compounds. These all are different types of organic compounds. All compounds having their own name. And we'll see how to give the IUPAC nomenclature. The first type of compounds is hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbons are the compound which contain only carbon and hydrogen. Such type of compounds are known as hydrocarbons. And we can further classify hydrocarbons as saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means it's only contain carbon-carbon single bond. For example, ethane. While drawing the structure, we have seen it contain only single bonds. Then unsaturated hydrocarbon, those which contain double bond, carbon-carbon double bond or triple bond. Example, alkene and alkyne. Alkyne, that is YNE, not AN. We'll see IUPAC nomenclature of alkynes. That also will be several types. First, we'll see the straight chain hydrocarbons. So, as we see the name straight chain, these compounds are based on their chain structure. And to this chain, in the end, that is in the suffix, we have to add ANE. Prefix indicating the number of carbon atoms present in the chain. We'll see this one by an example, then it will be clear. If a compound contains only one carbon, then the root name is meth. If 2 carbon, eth, 3 carbon prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept, 8 oct, 9 non, for 10 it is dec. These are the root name. And if a compound which contain 5 carbon, the name will be heptane. 5 carbon, then pentane. That is root name. That prefix is we have to give 5 carbon. So the carbon chain contain 5 carbon. So we have to write the pent. So it is an alkane, hence we have to add AND. So the compound will be pentane. If it is containing 6 carbon, that is hexane. 7 heptane. 1 carbon methane. That is in the case of straight chain carbon. carbon compounds. For example, branched chain compounds. That is, in the parent there is a chain. In the chain there is a, if there is a branch, there will be one or more branches in a compound. So the main chain is known as parent chain. Small carbon chain are known as branches. The biggest one is parent chain. Small chains are known as branches, are called alkyl groups. How can we name these compounds? While naming this one, we have to find out the longest carbon chain, and that we have to take as a prefix, and we have to give the name for our substituent, that is our branch. So that also we have to give by the root name. It is a CH4. In CH4, 4 hydrogen is missing, CH3. So it is methyl. If it is containing 2 carbon, that is ethyl, 3 carbon propyl, etc. So we'll see the steps. Here you can see the names: methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, alkyl, etc. So the first step is the longest carbon chain in the molecule is identified. So if it compound like this, we have to find the longest carbon chain. So we have to find the parent chain. So this is the longest chain. 9 carbons are there in the compound, so we can consider it as longest chain. So this is also a chain, or we can count from here 1, that is from here 1, first carbon, second carbon, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this compound only contain 6 carbons, so it is not the longest chain. And either we can count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This manner also we can count. Or else from here also we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That method also we can follow. But our criteria is we have to get the longest carbon chain. So we'll take this straight chain. It consists of 9 carbons. So it is the longest carbon chain. We have to count. Second step is numbering is done in such a way that the branched carbon atom gets the lowest possible numbers. That means first we have to identify the longest carbon chain. We have identified. And we have to get the branches. Here you can see in the 6th carbon there is a branch. In the 2nd carbon there is a branch. So for the branches should get very lowest possible numbers. That is, its number is 2nd, its number is 6. If we count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2, 6 is better than 4, 7. So we have to select this. That is, the branch should get the lowest number. That is the second step. And the third step, if different alkyl groups are present, they are listed in the alphabetical order. That is, ethyl should come before methyl. In the alphabet, we know E is come before M. So, ethyl group should represent first, then only methyl. So, while writing the name, we have to indicate the position of the branch. That is, if we check this compound, the longest carbon chain contains 9 carbon. So it is a alkyne, so it is a non-ion. If 9, that is non, we have to add ANE to this, so non-ion. To that we have to add the branches. In 6th position there is a ethyl group, because it is contained 2 carbons, so it is ethyl. So 6 ethyl. Second position, then there is a methyl. So 6 ethyl, 2-methyl nonene. That is its name. And we have to use the hyphen to separate the name and the numbers. It is a general method. And the fourth step, if two or more identical substituent groups are present, then the numbers are separated by commas. That is, if a compound consists of same compounds as branches, that is, if we check this compound, 2 methyl groups is there. So we have to separate it using comma. If 2, that is di. If there are 3 groups, that is tri. If there are 4, tetra. If there are 5, penta. Like that it will goes on. So first step is count. Find out the longest carbon chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane. It's a pentane. Where are the substituents? In the fourth carbon and the second carbon. So in this 2, 4, both are methyl groups. So 2, 4, 2. So dimethyl. It's a methyl group. So 2, 4, dimethyl pentane. Like this manner, here 3 methyl group. 2, 2, 4, trimethyl pentane. Another rules. If the two substituents are formed in a equivalent position, the lower number is given to the coming first in the alphabetical list. The branched alkyl groups can be named by following the above mentioned procedure. Carbon atom of the branch that attached to the root alkane is numbered. 1 is exemplified below. Like this manner we can write the name. In multi-substituted compounds, another steps are following. If there happens to be two chains of equal size, then that chain is to be selected which contains more number of side chains. After selection of the chain, numbering is to done and all the steps we have done is done. For example, if you see this compound, as I said earlier, we have to count. We can count several manner. So here the longest chain is, if we count from here, that is the longest chain. It contains 10 carbons. Or we can count it by several manners. So its name will be 5,2 ethyl butyl 3,3. Like that, separate wise we have to write its name. We'll see how to write the name of cyclic compounds. Compound is named by prefixing cyclo to the corresponding straight chain alkane. If side chains are present, then the rules given above is applied. For example, this is 5 carbon. These edges are denoting carbon. So 5 carbon. So as a prefix we have to add cyclo. So it is cyclopentane. If there is substituent, we have to give the name of that also. 1 methyl 3 propoxyl cyclohexane. And then another type of nomenclature. Nomenclature of organic compounds having functional groups. What are functional group? This you have studied in your 10th standard. Functional groups as defined earlier is an atom or a group of atoms bonded together in a unique manner, which is usually the site of chemical reactivity in an organic molecule. If we will take any organic molecule if an atom or a group of atoms present in it, which is the reason for the all physical and chemical properties of the compound, then we can call it as a functional group. For example, CH3OH, CH2OH and all this take this OH. You can see an OH. This OH is the functional group. This OH is alcohol. So, if a reaction occurs in this compound, this OH will take part in the reaction. So, while give the name, the functional group present in the molecule is identified, which determines the choice of appropriate suffix. What will be the suffix is determined by this functional group. And the all other steps is same. That is, we have to find out the longest chain of carbon which contain the functional group is numbered such a way that the functional group is attached to the carbon atom possessing the lowest possible number of chain. That is, we have to find out the parent chain. In the parent chain, while numbering, the functional group containing carbon should get the lowest number. As we discussed earlier, that like branch, same. And if in the case of polyfunctional compounds, one of the functional group is chosen as a principal functional group and the compound is then named on the basis. While doing an example, you will be clear. So the preference, as we said earlier, the preference is given here. The order of decreasing priority is given here. First, we have to give the priority to acid, then sulfonyl, then alkyl group, acid chloride, amide. You can see this order. We'll see with an example. Substituted benzene. In this benzene, it is contain methyl group. So it is methyl benzene. Its common name is toluene. If it is OMe, that is methoxy group, methoxybenzene. NH2 is amine group, so aniline, aminobenzene. Nitrogen instead of nitro, so nitrobenzene, bromobenzene. If it is chloro, chlorobenzene, fluorine, fluorobenzene, etc. If the benzene ring is disubstituted, then position of the substituent is given. Substituent should get the lowest number, similar. So here 1, 2 bromines are there, 1, 2 dibromobenzene. Here 1, 3 dibromobenzene. Like that manner we have to give the name. And in common name, the second position is known as ortho. Ortho position. This is meta position. Third position is meta. Fourth position is para. Ortho, meta, para position. If it is 1, 2, that is ortho. 1, 3 meta. 1, 4 para. We'll see isomerism in next class.